Okay, are we ready to go? Can I just have everybody turn their cameras on, all of the players, just so I can see that you have video abilities? Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. You can now choose to turn your camera off or leave it on at this point, whatever you prefer. And then do you guys want to do like a buzzer check or just like check and make sure everything works? Okay. Okay, great. And does anybody have questions before we begin? I'm seeing some head shakes. So I think we are okay. So this is the replacement bony for the science question from yesterday. So bonus one, from what Latin verb do we derive the English adjective present?
This sum, or my, all right, we're gonna go with sum, final answer.
Sum is correct. And bonus two, give the Latin verb at the ultimate root of continental.
Is this teneo?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, teneo, final answer.
Teneo is correct. So that is 10 points for both of the bony, and then you'll get credit for the toss-up too. No problem, Joanna.
Are you all ready for everyone else to be admitted?
You can just type yes in the chat if you're ready to go. You don't have to respond verbally.
And Aspen?
Yes.
Zay, I'll take care of posting things in the chat and all that. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Posting things in the chat and then like doing the lines between
Yeah.
each of the
Yeah, that's what I
hot
meant. Everything that
questions.
gets posted in the chat.
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay, just checking in.
Thank you so much.
No problem. And just let me know.
Okay. Okay, so this round, it looks like we have Texas, purple, Massachusetts, and alpha. And it doesn't look like we have everyone. Looks like we're still waiting on a few. Is that correct? Can I have confirmation from the teams? Just say how many you're missing or if you're missing anyone in the chat. Okay.
Wait, am I the only Texas purple right now?
You are the only Texas purple right now, at least that I can see, because you're the only one with the name TXP2. So do you have 3 other teammates?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, we'll just wait on them for a little bit then.
Mark, you need to change your name.
Thanks.
I think all of Texas should be here now.
Okay.
I think they went
Great.
to the room. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what did you say?
I think they showed up to the wrong room, so they might be a little late.
No, they're both here now. They're both checking.
Oh, awesome. And don't worry, it happens. So completely understandable. So if they're both here now, we will get started with pregame things. Okay, so I'm just going to check and make sure that everybody is named correctly. So we have Massachusetts all named, I believe. Alpha is all named 2, 3, 1, 4. Great. In Texas, let's see, Texas 1, Texas 2, Texas 3, and who is Texas? Oh, there you are, Texas 4. I see you, Kathy. Thank you. Okay, so we're all named. Sounds good. And then we'll move on with the buzzer check. So let me open my chat. And then can I have all of Massachusetts buzz? I see 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Can I have Texas, please? 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. And then Alpha. Perfect. Okay. You guys are making this really easy on me. Can I check once more? I know I already did this with Massachusetts because they were in the round for a question from yesterday before this, but can I have everyone turn their cameras on just to see that you have functional video? Okay. There we go. And I think, and Jenny, you are an alternate, correct, for this round? Yes, okay. So everybody has a functional camera. From here on out, you can feel free to turn it off or leave it on. It's whatever you prefer. And here are just a few reminders for you. Remember that you can't have any electronic devices, books, or notes near you. You can have one open, blank, unshared document or a blank piece of paper to write on during rounds with you. And now we'll move on to introductions. So my name is Aspen and I'll be your moderator for this round. And then I'll let Emily introduce herself.
My name is Emily Husino. I'm the secondary moderator. So I will be the contact person for any protests that may come up during the round.
Timers and scorekeepers, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Sure. Hi, I'm Nikhil. I will be scorekeeping and calling out your scores this round.
Hi, I'm Laura. I am your backup scorekeeper.
I'm Jade. I'll be timer today. I'm so excited.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, y'all. And finally, to the audience who's watching, just make sure that you turn off your cameras and microphones that are capable of making noise, because that can be distracting. And also, coaches, please send a private message to the secondary moderator, who will be Emily, in this round if you have a challenge or a concern. Then I'm supposed to read this at the start of round 2. The moderating staff would like to give some clarification about pronunciation and spelling on non-language questions. If a student gives a questionable pronunciation, they may be asked to spell as specified in NJCL Certamen Rule 12C. If the spelling offered by the student reasonably captures the correct answer, the moderator may accept it at his or her discretion. Similarly, if the student uses the chat to spell a word because of audio difficulties, the moderator may ask the student to pronounce the word if there is a question about acceptable spelling variations. If so, the student will be expected to pronounce the word properly. If the answer is clearly incorrect when the student first answers, the moderator has the discretion to reject the answer without having to repeat or spell. Does everyone understand that? Is everyone clear? Great. I'm seeing a lot of nodding, which is a good sign. And I know you're reminded about this yesterday, but it's always important. Wait until you're recognized before you answer a toss-up, even if you appear first on your screen, because you may not be first on my screen. You don't want to get disqualified. Nobody likes doing that. And then this is for the Zoom audience. Make sure you're being quiet for the duration of the match with your cameras turned off. At score checks 5, 10, and 15, you can clap using Zoom reactions. You can also type encouraging words in the chat at those score breaks. And when scores are read at 19, only Zoom clapping reactions, nothing else can be used. And audience members in Zoom can turn on their cameras and microphones at the end of the round, but not during. So we'll do Aurelia now. Okay, great. Thanks, Emily. So, Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tredecem ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus iratus domum recurrere quiepit. Ehu. Does anyone have questions about my pacing or pronunciation or just how I read in general?
I have one question. If you were saying a date, would you, for example, say 426 BC or 426 BC?
I say 426 BC. Do you have a
Thank you.
preference?
No.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Nobody's saying anything, so I'll move on. And you'll have a chance to ask any questions that you think of right before we start the round again. Here's some more reminders. Please don't do anything that can be construed as consultation. This includes gestures and any verbal or electronic communication with other players, coaches, or audience members. You can't communicate with other players in any way other than by voice in Zoom or by the Zoom chat. Also, for coaches, players, and audience members, there shouldn't be any exclamations about consultation or other rules or procedures during a question in progress. If you have a question during a toss-up, the players should raise their hands or use their voice to ask the question. Also, to coaches, players, and audience members, just a reminder that moderators have the discretion to make rulings during rounds. If there is an issue, you can feel free to direct it to the Certamen chair, but please be polite and respectful of our judgment. Okay, so let me see, who are our captains? Okay, Creighton, is there an asterisk next to your name?
Yeah, it's at the end on the right side.
Oh, I see. There's like an ellipses. Okay. Okay, I see. So we have Noel from Texas, Mark from Alpha, and Creighton from Massachusetts. Awesome. Remember that whoever says final answer on the bonus question, though, that will be taken as the final answer, whether it's the captain or not. So just keep that in mind. And then the last thing is just to take a deep breath and have fun. All right, so if we have the go ahead, which I'm not sure that we do.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so we're gonna sit tight until we have the go ahead. At this point, it'd be a great time to ask any questions. So if you have any, just feel free to speak up. Yeah, Alex, that's okay. So I think we have the go ahead, everyone. So we'll get started. First, we are going to, I'm actually just going to check and make sure everyone's officially ready to go because I know y'all were chatting. So can I just have everyone like type something into the chat just so I know you're ready? Like how literally you took that something. Very funny. Okay. It looks like people are ready. We're going to read a practice question first, just so you can get into the groove of online Certamen for tonight. So I will read one practice question now for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of questions found in this tournament. Toss up for any player on any team. What is the gender of the following Latin nouns? Poeta. No.
Masculine?
Masculine is correct. The nouns were poeta, agricola, incola, and nauta, and they are masculine. Bonus 1. What declension are all of the nouns found in the toss-up?
First declension.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Be
sir.
sixth.
First declension, final answer.
First declension is correct, and bonus 2. What grammatical gender cannot be found in the first declension?
Neuter.
Neuter.
Hey.
Neutered, final answer.
Neuter is correct. Awesome job, everyone.
Common gender. Okay.
So we're going to go ahead with the actual round with questions worth points. But brownie points for the team that got that, of course, and bragging rights, of course. So here comes toss-up 1. Toss-up 1 for any player on any team, and this is NJCL 2020 Certamen Novice Round 2. Toss-up 1. Who finally relented and allowed Odysseus to make a raft? Bia. I'm sorry, that's not correct. Jack?
Calypso.
Calypso is correct. Who finally relented and allowed Odysseus to make a raft after having him stay on her island Ogygia for 7 years. That is Calypso. Bonus 1. Calypso ultimately relented after Zeus sent what god to order that Odysseus be let go?
Hermes?
Yep, I'm going with Hermes.
I defer to Jack.
Hermes, final answer.
Hermes is correct. And bonus 2. Name Calypso's father, a titan who became the namesake of a mountain range in northwestern Africa.
I'm going to go with Atlas because that's
Sounds good.
correct.
I defer to Jack.
Atlas, final answer.
Yes, Atlas is correct. So that's 20 points on toss-up 1. We'll go right on to toss-up 2. Toss-up 2 for any player on any team. Which of the following, if any, is not derived from the same Latin root as the others? Recur, incursion, current, cure. Null.
Cure.
Cure is correct. Bonus 1. Give the first and second principal parts of the Latin verb from which we derive cure.
So, curo, curare, I think.
Yeah, it's first conjugation.
Okay. Curo, curare, final answer.
Curo curare is correct. And bonus 2. What derivative of curo means to cleanse hard by scrubbing?
Cleanse?
Sorry.
To
Scrubbing?
cleanse hard. My bad.
Cleanse hard by scrubbing. Any ideas?
To curate? I don't know.
Incur, subcur, procure, incure, obcure.
What'd you say, Kathy?
I need an answer, please.
I defer to Kathy.
Curate? Oh, curate, final answer?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. We were looking for scour here. A little bit tricky. But we'll go on to toss-up 3. Toss-up 3 for any player on any team. Make the phrase pulcher. Sears?
My finger slipped.
Okay. So I think I had started the question at this point. So I think unfortunately I'm going to have to disqualify your team from this. So sorry. Actually, I think I'm allowed to. I think I give you a warning on the first one, and then if you do it again, then your team gets disqualified. But this is a warning, so just make sure to be careful on the future toss-ups, okay? All right, so we'll start again. Toss-up 3 for any player on any team. Make the phrase pulcher lapis, genitive singular. Noel.
Pulcri lapis.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Creighton.
Pulcri lapi.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Mark.
Pulcri lapis.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. And that's all the teams. So here's the full question. Make the phrase pulcher lapis, genitive singular, meaning of the pretty stone. So you guys knew what to do there, but the form we were looking for was pulchri lapidus. So you guys were so close, but just not quite there. But here's toss-up 4. Toss-up 4 for any player on any team. Physicians often use Latin abbreviations when writing prescriptions for medication. When should you take a medication that the doctor has instructed to be taken P periods? Creighton.
After meals.
After meals is correct. That the doctor has instructed to be taken P period, C period, which stands for post-kibum. That's after meals. We also could have accepted after food or after dinner. Bonus 1. When should you take a medication that has been prescribed P period, R period, N period, which stands for pro renata?
As the need arises, right? Okay, as the need arises, final answer.
As the need arises is correct. And bonus 2, prior to a surgical procedure requiring general anesthesia, your instructions will probably be to go N period, P period, O period for 12 hours before your procedure. What should you be doing?
So is this like nihil per os, like don't eat anything? Do you guys know this?
I need an answer, please.
You should not be eating anything. Final answer.
Yes, you should not be eating anything. That is correct. So 20 points on that toss-up, and we'll go on to 5. Toss-up 5 for any player on any team. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quis erat frater quem necavit? Alex. Remus is correct. Quis erat frater quem necavit Romulus? It is Remus. Here is bonus 1. Responde Latine. Post quem Tullus Hostilius rexit?
Oh, so it's who ruled after Tullus Hostilius, which is Ancus Marcus, right? Yeah, Ancus Marcus. What? No, it would be after because it's post.
After whom?
Oh, that makes much more sense. So it'd be Numa. All right, Numa Pompilius. Final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So you were asked to responde Latina, which means that we need grammatically correct Latin. So we're asking after whom. So you would need the accusative case. So you could have said numam Pompilium or post numam Pompilium. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So bonus 2, responde Latina. In quo monte erat oppidum Romuli?
So on what hill of Rome is Rome? Yeah. So then it's like, do you guys know what that is in Latin?
I need an answer, please.
We're gonna go with in Palatine.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So you're on the right track there with trying to give the ablative and the in. So we could have accepted Palatino or in Monte Palatino. So close, but not quite there. And that's 10 points on 5, and we'll do the score check now.
All right, so after 5, I have Massachusetts with 30 points, Texas Purple with 35 points, and Team Alpha yet to score.
Woo, awesome job, everyone. So at the score check, I'm just supposed to tell everyone to turn their cameras on again so I can see. So can I just have the rest of the players just show me that they can still use their cameras? Great, awesome. And then at this point, you can turn them off again if you want. So with that, we'll go on to toss-up 6. Toss-up 6 for any player on any team. Translate the participle in the following sentence. Video discipulam laborantem via. Working is correct. Video discipulam laborantem diligenter. It's working. You could have also said while working or who is working. So bonus 1. Translate the participle in this sentence. Canis apuero amatus in via dormiebat.
So loved, right? But it wouldn't be having been loved because it's not ablative absolute, right? So it's just loved. Okay, loved, final answer.
Loved is correct. And bonus 2, what English name derives from the future passive participle of amo and literally means she who must be loved?
Yeah, Amanda, final answer.
Amanda is correct. So that's 20 points on 6. Awesome job. And we'll go on to toss-up 7 for any player on any team. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quod vestimentum gerebant omnes cives et servi Romani? I'll repeat. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Quod vestimentum gerebant No.
Tunica?
Can you repeat your answer, please?
Tunica?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Creighton.
A tunic.
A tunic is correct. So responde aut Anglicae aut Latina quod vestimentum gerebant omnes cives et servi Romani. So what clothing were all of the Roman citizens and slaves wearing? That is a tunic. No, I couldn't accept your answer because if you answer in Latin, it has to be grammatically correct. So it would have needed to be accusative in this case. So bonus 1 for Creighton's team. Responde Latine. Quod vestimentum supra caput et humeros a feminis Romanis gerebatur?
So how many? Oh, it's just what? I thought it said quad. So just what do women wear above the head? Joanna, do you know this?
They don't. I've never heard of women wearing stuff above the head.
Could it be like a flamam, like the veil?
Does it say?
It doesn't say at a women or wedding, but if we just
I need
don't
an
have
answer,
anything.
please.
Okay.
The flamam, final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So we needed Paula here. But there's still bonus 2. So here's bonus 2. What type of clothing was a subligaculum?
Underwear.
Underwear, final answer.
Underwear is correct. So that's 15 on 7. And we'll go on to toss-up 8. Here's toss-up 8 for any player on any team. What brother of Linus and son of Alex? Orpheus is correct. What brother of Linus and son of Calliope was so concerned that his wife was not following him that he looked behind himself, causing her to fade back into the underworld? That's Orpheus. And bonus 1. Before going to the underworld, Orpheus participated in the Argonautic voyage, drowning out what creature's songs with his lyre?
I'm assuming sirens. Yeah. Sirens, final answer.
Sirens is correct. And bonus 2. Eurydice was killed when she stepped on a snake while trying to escape what shepherd?
What Bia typed in the chat, final answer.
Yes, Aristeus is correct. So 20 on 8 and moving on to 9. Toss up 9 for any player on any team. What modern city, located just north of Sannonian territory during Caesar's Gallic campaigns, was known as Lutetia in Cretan?
Paris.
Paris is correct, was known as Lutetia in ancient times and is today the capital of France. That's Paris. Bonus 1. The ancient Sequana gives its name to what modern river that runs through Paris?
Sign. The sign. I'll just spell it. It's like
What Joanna typed in the chat, final answer?
Yes, that is correct, and you spelled it perfectly. Bonus 2. What city in southern France did the Romans known as Lugdunum?
Lyon's final answer.
Lyons is correct. So we'll go on to 10, after which we'll do the score check. Toss up 10 for any player on any team. Listen carefully to the following Latin passage, which I will read twice, then responde latine to the questions which follow. Post ludos tres sorores ad tabernam redire volebant. Diu equum Aureliae quae rebant, neque eum invenire poterant. Tandem eum post cauponam invenerunt, lente mala edentem. I will read the passage. Post ludos tres sorores ad tabernam redire volebant. Diu equum Aureliae quae rebant, neque eum invenire poterant. Tandem eum post cauponam invenerunt, lente mala edentem. The question. Quid No.
Odd tabernum, ready wayward.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Cretan.
Equum Aureliae.
Is that your complete answer?
Quaeso verunt.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll reread the question for the other team. The question, quid sorores facere volebant? Mark.
Invenire equum Aureliae.
Invenire equum Aureliae is correct. So unfortunately, we need the infinitive on that because it was a responde latine, and we need grammatically correct Latin. So they were wanting to do something, so we need the infinitive. Good job, Mark and the Alpha team. So here's bonus 1. Quam difficultatem sorores habebant?
So like how the sisters were living. Wait.
It's like difficultum, like how they were living.
I need an answer, please.
Cauponam, final answer.
Cauponam is not correct. So here we could have accepted equum invenire non poterant, or neque equum invenire poterant, or yeah. So those were the acceptable answers. But moving on to bonus 2. Bonus 2, quid faciebat equus ubi puellae eum invenerunt?
Okay, so like what did the horse make when the girls found him? He made mala edentum. I don't know. Wait. After, yeah. Okay. Are you guys fine with that?
Yeah.
All right. Lente mala edentem. Final answer.
I'm going to check on that for you. Okay, so I've decided not to accept that answer. But we'll check and confirm later, okay? So no points for now, but we'll see.
What was the expected answer?
Yeah, sure. So we are looking for lente mala edebot, or equum or eum mala edentum invenerunt. So it's just
Yeah, I get it now. Thank you.
yeah, so we'll check on it. So that's after 10. So we'll do the score check now.
All right. So after toss up, or I guess before, yeah, after toss up 10, Massachusetts has 105 points, Texas Purple has 35 points, and Alpha has 10 points.
Yes, awesome job, everyone. So we'll go on to toss up 11 now. Toss up 11 for any player on any team who, like his brother Chrysaor, Jack?
Pegasus.
Pegasus is correct. Who, like his brother Chrysaor, emerged from the severed neck of Medusa, after which he flew off since he was a winged horse, that is the Pegasus. Bonus 1. Who was the father of Pegasus and Chrysaor?
Alrighty, guys. I'm going to go with Poseidon.
Oh, I think that's right.
It's definitely right. Yeah.
I did pretty Jack.
Poseidon, final answer.
Poseidon is correct. And bonus 2, Chrysaor's name indicates that he had a sword made of what metal?
I've heard him called a golden warrior before, but, you know, because of the Chrysae part, that's the golden ram, too. Golden ram is named Chrysae something, because he was
Okay.
golden.
All right, I go with gold then.
I did pretty Jack.
Gold, final answer.
Gold is correct. Great job. So we'll go on to toss-up 12. Toss-up 12 for any player on any team. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Luna stellisque visis, quo tempore diei est? Kathy.
Night.
Night is correct. Obviously, we could have accepted nox if you were answering in Latin, but answering in English is just fine. Bonus 1. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Ubi pendent luna et sol et omnes nimbi.
Where does it hang? So just the sky?
The sky? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's English.
Yeah.
4. So
Okay. The sky? Final answer?
Yep, the sky is correct. Bonus 2. Responde aut numeris Romanis aut Latine. Quot dies in anno sunt?
No, just
365. So make that
numerals. I think that would be easier. 365 would be C. Let's see. What's 50? 50 is L.
Oh.
Yeah.
Need an answer, please.
And then
CCCLXV.
CCCLXV is correct.
Nice, nice.
So that's 20 points on 12, going on to 13. Toss up 13 for any player on any team. What son of Athamas and Nephili? Jack.
Melicartes.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Bia? Phrixus is correct. What son of Athamas and Nephili was saved from being sacrificed when he was borne away by a golden fleeced ram? That is Phrixus. Bonus 1. Phrixus's ram carried him safely to the land of Colchis, but he lost what sister of his along the way when she fell into the sea?
Helle, final answer.
Helle is correct. And bonus 2, the land of Colchis was located at the eastern end of what modern body of water?
The Peloponnese, final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. What we were looking for was the Black Sea. So that's 15 on 13. And on to 14 we go. So toss up 14 for any player on any team. Make the phrase longum flumen comparative. Bia. Longius flumen is correct. So make the phrase longum flumen comparative so that it means longer river. That is longius flumen. So bonus 1. Make the phrase longius flumen plural.
This is just Longiora flumina, right? Yeah, Longiora flumina, final answer.
Longiora flumina is correct. Bonus 2. Make the phrase Longiora flumina superlative.
This is just Longissima flumina, right? Yeah, Longissima flumina, final answer.
Longissima flumina is correct. So that's 20 on 14, and we'll do toss-up 15, after which we'll have the score check. Toss-up 15 for any player on any team. According to its derivation, linguistics is the study. Noel.
The tongue.
Yep, the tongue is correct. So according to its derivation, linguistics is the study of what? Tongue or tongues is fine. We also could have accepted languages. Bonus 1. According to its derivation, a lavatory is a place for what?
Washing.
Washing? Yeah.
Washing, final answer.
Washing is correct. And bonus 2, according to its derivation, a humanitarian organization is one that cares for whom?
Humans?
Humans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans or cares for humans, final answer.
Yep, humans is correct.
All right.
Trust your instincts. So now we'll do the score check.
All right, after 15 questions, I have Massachusetts with 140 points, Texas Purple with 95 points, and Alpha with 10 points.
Awesome job, y'all. Okay, so we'll go into toss-up 16. Toss-up 16 for any player on any team. Give a Latin synonym of video. Bia. Specto is correct. We also could have taken aspicio or conspicio. Bonus 1. Give a Latin synonym of ingains.
Ingain, so that's just Magnus, yeah. Magnus, final answer.
Magnus is correct. And bonus 2, give a Latin synonym of appellare.
Oh, so that's just a call, so vocare. Yeah. Vocare, final answer.
Vocare is correct. Okay, so we'll move on to toss-up 17. Toss-up 17 for any player on any team. What member of the Marcian Games, after being exiled for tyrannical conduct and opposition to the distribution of grain in 491 BC? Madeline.
Coriolanus.
Coriolanus is correct. To the distribution of grain in 491 BC, joined the Volscians whose city of Corioli he had once captured to earn his name. This is Coriolanus. So for bonus 1 and 2, For 5 points each, give the names of the 2 women who convinced Coriolanus to take his Volscian army and depart from the walls of Rome.
Okay, this is Vitruria and Volumina or Volumnia.
Volumnia.
Volumnia. Okay.
Vitruria
Sounds
and,
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vitruria.
that's Noel.
Okay. Vitruria and Volumnia. Final answer.
Vitruria and Volumnia is correct. So that's 20 on 17, and we'll go on to 18. Toss-up 18 for any player on any team. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Multa templa a rege aedificat. No.
Many temples are being built by the king.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Creighton?
Many temples were built by the king.
Many temples were built by the king is correct. So we needed the perfect tense there. So bonus 1. Translate this sentence into English. Post hunc regem rexerunt quinque alii reges.
So after this king, 5 other kings ruled, right? Yeah.
Need an answer, please.
So after this king, 5 other kings ruled.
Yes, that is correct. Bonus 2, translate this sentence into English. Rex Septimus a populo Romano expulsus est.
So the 7th king was expelled by the Roman people. Yeah, the 7th king was driven out by the Roman people. Final answer.
Yes, that is correct. So we'll go on to 19, after which we'll have the score check. Toss up 19 for any player on any team. What emperor stirred up bad public sentiment by his affair with the Judean prince? Mark.
Titus.
Titus is correct by his affair with the Judean princess Berenice, but was still Rome's sweetheart when he died young in 81 AD after he completed the Colosseum. Here's bonus 1. Name a city that was destroyed by volcanic eruption during the reign of Titus.
All right, so there's a lot. Pompeii, or should we just go for Pompeii for bonus 1?
Yeah, Pompeii.
All right. Yeah. Pompeii, final answer.
Pompey is correct. And bonus 2, what brother of Titus succeeded him and dedicated an arch in the Forum in his honor?
Domitian.
Yep, Domitian, right? Okay, Domitian, final answer.
Domitian is correct. So that's toss up 19, 20 points. So we'll do the score check after 19.
All right, before going into the final toss-up, Team Massachusetts has 180 points, Team Texas Purple has 115 points, and Team Alpha has 30 points.
Okay, awesome job, everyone. We're almost done. So let's do the final toss-up. Toss-up 20 for any player on any team. What mythological couple is described in the following quotation from book Jack?
Balkis and Philemon.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll reread for the other teams. What mythological couple is described in the following quotation from Book 1 of Ovid's Metamorphoses? Since the sea had covered all things, here he landed, carried with his Creighton.
Deucalion and Pyrrha.
Deucalion and Pyrrha is correct. Carried with his wife by a small raft, they supplicate Corcyraean nymphs, the spirits of the mountain, and fate-speaking Themis. That's Deucalion and Pyrrha. Bonus 1, shortly after, Ovid describes what son of Neptune blowing his horn over land and sea?
Triton, final answer.
Triton is correct. And bonus 2, ultimately, Deucalion and Pyrrha repopulate the world by throwing what objects over their shoulders?
Stones, final answer.
Stones is correct. So that's 20 points on the final toss-up, and we'll do our final score.
All right, after the full 20 toss-ups, Team Massachusetts has 200 points, Team Texas Purple has 115 points, and Team Alpha has 30 points.
Okay, awesome job, everyone. So that's the end of the round. Just have one thing that I have to read to you. And we need to paste the link to the score sheets so everyone can follow your favorite Certamen teams and check their scores. Sorry, it's being a little slow to
I can do
load.
it.
Oh, thank you, Emily.
So we just want to remind you all that you have one more round at least to play tomorrow at the same time. So don't forget to play your third round tomorrow.
Okay, and I'll paste that link for the scores in there. Okay, and that is the end of Novice Round 2. Great job, everyone. Okay.
Scorekeepers, I have some protests to just note on the score sheet.
All right.
Let
me actually open this back up. I just shared it and closed it on accident, so let me do that real quick.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So on toss-up 7, there was a protest about the toss-up. Could we take tunica to see if the word tunica was used in English at some point as an English word? Also on toss-up 7, on the first bonus, we should, if we can check on flammeum, whether that would be acceptable instead of pala. We already had the note about toss-up 10 bonus 2. And then on toss-up, or no, that's it. Sorry, misread my notes. So that's it. Just toss-up 7 and 10.
Yeah, so I noted them both in the comments that I shared with Austin. I can also share it with, if I need to share it with anyone else, let me know.
No, it just needs to be on the score sheet that goes to Jenny.
Okay.
That's how she'll organize the challenges.
Sounds good then. Everything should be noted on it, so.
All right.
I accidentally closed out of too many tabs and now I don't have the things I need.
I know I have to do like tab like before the round, like what do I need? What's here? What can I get rid of?
Yeah. Okay. So next we have California, Tennessee, and New York.
Who's, oh, you're still moderating again. Okay.
Yes. And then you're doing advanced. Exciting.
You guys, I can stop your stream if you need me to, or we can just keep going and make sure. Hey, Jade Rose.
Hi, Carla.
Everyone, does anyone want to stop the stream for any reason?
Oh my gosh.
I know, I'm so glad to see you.
Jenny, someone did have a question during the round about the stream, like if the link was sent out or something. I directed
it's on Sked.
Okay, I about to say I directed them to ask you because I'm like,
yeah, sorry. And I just had to respond some emails and stuff, so I wasn't listening the whole time. I figured you guys would text me if you got desperate.
yeah, no, they sent it as a message, so as a private message, so I just told them that you would have that answer for sure.
Yes. Everyone who's watching the live stream now knows that it's on Sked, which they probably already knew because they have the link. So
I'm gonna go take a quick break. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Same here.
Look wonderful, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna get.
Thanks for helping.
Yeah, no problem. I was talking to Bryant. I was like, yeah, I'm helping with the NJCL online Kurtama. And he's like, what?
Yeah, it's so fun to have so many of you who couldn't actually go to NJCL helping us out. So thank you for that.
I guess this will technically be my second NJCL convention.
Yeah.
Flag it.
Yeah, it counts. All right, I'll talk to you more later.
Bye.
So is Aspen reading this round? Is that correct?
That is the case. And you can both decide what you'd like to do this round as far as I guess like pasting and all of that goes.
I would love to do your toss-up clearing and your bonus pasting.
Okay. Is that okay, Emily?
That's fine. I can take care of challenges, and I can deal with any like bony that might need extra time.
Okay, great. So I'll make sure during the pregame to like instruct everyone to send their messages on over to you then.
Yeah, it's actually hard to juggle because I definitely haven't. And like I sent a bonus question just to a coach in the last round because they just messaged me about
I sent a line just to you when I wanted like the line to go to everyone.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, yeah, right, because I was late getting the lineup because of.
Well, no, somebody else like said something encouraging after and very nice, and so we had to reline the toss-up.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, at that point, like it was like,
there's a lot to handle.
Well, Oh, we're still streaming.
Oh.
I was gonna say I'm just looking up what are the protests from the last round. I'll just keep this window open for when we discuss it. I don't. I don't know. We'll have to discuss it.
Yes. Intermediate is next. I am not losing my mind, right?
Is next.
Okay.
That format good for you, Emily, if it looks like that?
Yeah, that's fine.
You're not too picky.
No, I'm not. And as long as it's clear what it is, that's I think all that matters.
Is there a certain time when we're supposed to let everyone in?
I think we can let people in whenever we're ready.
Okay.
Lauren is letting people in for the next round.
Okay. Well, we can do it whenever y'all are ready to go. I just like to get pregame squared away.
Yeah.
I'm good whenever you're ready.
Can everyone else give me like thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, awesome. I'll go ahead and let people in.
Oh.
Do we have time until we start?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Is it okay if I study until then put my stuff away right before we start?
I don't see why not, as long as you put your stuff away and without like, full arm's reach, preferably like all the way across the room or in another room before the round starts. Yeah. Can I just go ahead and check on who we have and don't have so far? As in, so this is California, Tennessee, and New York. So are we missing people from California?
We only have
one
members.
person. One person is still coming, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so we're waiting on one for California. What about Tennessee?
We're all here.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, she's here now, but she's not her camera on now.
Claire can't make it today, actually. Remember?
No, but Trisha's here now.
Yeah.
She just doesn't have her camera on.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's okay for now. And Tennessee is all here. And then New York. Do we have anyone from New York? I don't think so yet. So we'll just wait on New York before we start doing our pregame things.
Helps if I ask the question. Emily, are you gonna monitor the group me for this room?
I can. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Kabir, do you want to change your name?
Oh, right. I need to do that.
Benjamin and Trisha, if you want to go ahead and remove your last name, either just leave the last initial or you can take it off completely if you'd like. Thank you.
Just so you all know, we're still waiting to hear something from the New York team. So we're trying to get in touch with them. And hopefully we'll know something soon.
Okay. Oh, Isabel, I think I remember that we went up against Florida, right? In round 3.
Yeah, I was about to say I remember seeing you.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
so bad. I still remember that.
I think I wanted to cry afterwards. Yeah.
Same, but semis felt a little better though.
This time I have an actual team with me, so I'm happy.
That's good news. We were missing one team member, but at least I have a full team too, because for a bit we thought we wouldn't.
Yes, Andrew.
Are we waiting on the go ahead or are we waiting on New York? Or both?
Little of column A, little of column B. I think both.
Okay, thank you.
We are still waiting on New York. But other rooms are also waiting on people as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we all can't get the go ahead until all the players are in the rooms and we've done the pregame and everything. So it's a long process, but we'll get there. Okay, so we're all supposed to start pregame now, so we're just going to do it without New York, and if they show up, then we'll go over it with them once they get here. So I'm just going to check and make sure you are all named appropriately. I think we already went through this, but just We have captain starred on both teams. Awesome. And we have everyone named perfectly. Awesome. Okay, and then we'll proceed with the buzzer check. So can I have all of California buzzing? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. I think that's all of you. And then can I have Tennessee? Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. And at this point, I'm going to check and make sure you all have a functional camera. So just need to see that all the players have their cameras on. Okay, that's everybody. And at this point onward, for the rounds, you can feel free to like turn off your camera, whatever works for you. Okay, so this is just a reminder that you can't have electronic devices, books, or notes near you. You can have one blank unshared document open. You can also have a blank piece of paper to write on during rounds next to you. So now would be the time, Andrew, to put away your study things if you haven't already. Make sure they're nice and out of reach. And then I'll introduce the moderating staff. So my name is Aspen Bombardo, and I'll be the moderator who's reading these rounds, or this round 2. So now I'll have Emily and Jeremy and the timers and scorekeepers introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Emily Husino. I'm one of the moderators today. I'll be handling all challenges. So if you send those to me, if those come up, challenges and questions. And good luck, everyone.
Jeremy Walker, teach up in Indiana, and I'll be handling clearing the board and pasting in your bonuses today. So good luck.
I'm Laura Hudek. I teach in Texas, and I will be your scorekeeper today.
My name is Jade. I'll be your timer. Good luck, y'all. This is kind of exciting, so good luck.
I'm Nikhil, a former JCLer from Texas, and I will be your backup scorekeeper today.
Okay, so I think that's everybody from the staff. And so we'll move on. So at this point, I'm going to instruct the audience to turn off all cameras and microphones that are capable of making noise. Also, coaches, please send a private message to the secondary moderator, who will be Emily, if you have a challenge or concern.
Andrew had a question.
Are you allowed to have water near you or drink water during the match?
Yeah, so obviously you can have a water near you. I would refrain drinking it during toss-ups because that can be like any movement can be construed as consultation. I know that sounds really funny, but it can. So just during toss-ups, try and like stare straight at the screen and be as still as possible. But like if during Boney or in between questions you get thirsty and want a drink of water, then I see no problem with you taking a sip. Okay. So keep checking the Sched app for upcoming sessions, and don't forget that many colloquia are pre-recorded and you can listen to them anytime. By participating in this session, you are agreeing to abide by the NJCL Code of Conduct and the guidelines which I will go over. Do not record any audio or video without express permission. The moderator and the tech assistant have the authority to remind participants of the guidelines and to remove a participant from Zoom for not following the guidelines and or the NJCL Code of Conduct. Also, the moderating staff would like to give some clarification about pronunciation and spelling on non-language questions. If a student gives a questionable pronunciation, they may be asked to spell as specified in NJCL Certamen Rule 12C. If the spelling offered by the student reasonably captures the correct answer, The moderator may accept it at his or her discretion. Similarly, if the student uses the chat to spell a word because of audio difficulties, the moderator may ask the student to pronounce the word if there is a question about acceptable spelling variations. If so, the student will be expected to pronounce the word properly. If the answer is clearly incorrect when the student first answers, the moderator has the discretion to reject the answer without having to repeat or spell. Also, this is your daily reminder to wait until you're recognized to answer the toss-up, even if you appear first on your screen, because you may not be first on my screen, and that would be bad because then I might have to disqualify you, and that's not fun for everyone. And these are some instructions for our Zoom audience. Be quiet for the duration of the match with cameras turned off. At the score checks 5, 10, and 15, you're free to clap using the Zoom reactions. You may type encouraging words in the chat at those score breaks as well. When scores are read at 19, only Zoom clapping reactions, not the other ones, can be used. Also, audience members in Zoom may turn on their cameras and microphones at the end of the round, but not during. So at this point, I don't know if we want to do Aurelia. Is New York here? Coming?
We have an adult from New York in the room, I think.
Okay.
We did.
Yeah, maybe they joined the wrong room and they're just sitting in the waiting room of another room.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, there's no one in the waiting room.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and read Aurelia passage and continue with our pregame things. So Jeremy is pasting it in the chat for everyone to see. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tredecem ludos magnos Iobus in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus iratus domum recurre quiepit. Ehu. So at this point, I'll just ask if anyone has questions about my pacing or my pronunciation or just how I read in general. Okay. I'm not seeing any questions so far. So you'll have another chance to ask questions right before we start the round as well. So I'll just move on. Here's your other daily reminder, not to do anything that may be construed as consultation, including gestures or any verbal or electronic communication with the other players, coaches, or audience members. You may not communicate with other players in any way other than by voice in Zoom or by Zoom chat. Also, to our coaches, players, and audience members, there should be no exclamations about consultation or other rules or procedures during a question in progress. If players have a question during a toss-up, you should raise your hands or use your voice to ask the question. Also, the moderators have discretion to make rulings during rounds. If there's an issue, you can feel free to direct it to the Certamen chair, but please be polite and respectful of our judgment. And I think I already saw the captains of our teams here so far. So we have Andrew and Isabel. Also remember that whatever answer has final answer said before or after it, when you're answering a bonus, will be taken as the final answer, whether the captain says it or not. So just keep that in mind. Also, once time is called, the next thing said by the team will be considered the final answer. Okay, and that's it, unless you all have any questions. Now would be a great time to ask. Andrew.
If New York doesn't arrive, which seems fairly likely right now, will our scores be 2/3 of what we get during this round as usual?
No, I think your scores will be exactly what you earn during the round. Um,
We do have an adult from New York back in the room.
okay.
Not sure if he can hear us.
Is that Brian?
It is.
Alrighty. Brian, can you hear us?
He didn't connect to audio, so he won't be able to hear us.
Oh no.
I was just going to send a.
Yeah, maybe we should send a message. Oh no, we've lost him.
Gone again.
Ah, elusive. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. We're going to start intermediate round 2. If the New York player enters, they'll be allowed to play the remaining portion of the round. And if they...
I think they just showed up.
Oh, they did?
I think they just entered the room.
All right. Yay! Awesome. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Okay. So are you the only player from New York?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Okay. So I'm just going to run through a few pregame things with you because we already did pregame with the other teams, but I'm just going to give you a few reminders and a chance to do a buzzer check. So we'll just start with the buzzer check. If you just want to type buzz in the chat, make sure it works. Okay, I received it. So that's awesome. And I'm just going to run through a few reminders with you. So I read this to everyone else, but I'll read it to you now. The moderating staff would like to give some clarification about the pronunciation and spelling on non-language questions. If a student gives a questionable pronunciation, they may be asked to spell as specified in NJCL Certamen Rule 12C. The spelling offered by the student reasonably captures the correct answer. The moderator may accept it as at his or her discretion. Similarly, if the student uses the chat to spell a word because of audio difficulties, the moderator may ask the student to pronounce the word if there is a question about acceptable spelling variations. If so, the student will be expected to pronounce the word properly. If the answer is clearly incorrect when the student first answers, the moderator has the discretion to reject the answer without having a repeat or spell. Also, just remember to wait until you're recognized to answer the toss-up, even if you appear first on your screen, because sometimes the order appears differently on my screen and you may not appear first on my screen. Okay. Also, make sure to not do anything that may be construed as consultation. This includes gestures and any verbal or electronic communication with other players, coaches, or audience members. You may not communicate with other players in any way other than by voice in Zoom or by Zoom chat. Also, if you ever have a question during a toss-up, you should raise your hand or use your voice to ask the question. This is just a reminder that the moderators have discretion to make rulings during rounds, so please be polite and respectful of our judgment. Okay, I think that's everything for pregame. I know I threw a lot of information at you very quickly, but do you have any questions?
I just wanted to make sure, can I, like, once the round starts, can I write down, like, questions and stuff on my blank sheet of paper?
once the round starts, you can write down whatever you need to. Just make sure the sheet is blank before the round starts.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So I think we are ready to go, done with pregame, once we have the go-ahead. Okay.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Emily. So we are allowed to begin at this point. So this is 2020 NJCL Certamen Intermediate Division Round 2. So first we'll start with our practice questions so you can get in the groove of buzzing and online Certamen. So I will read one practice question now for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of questions found in this tournament. Toss up for any player on any team. What king of Thebes, the son of one of the Spartoi, succeeded Cadmus? Isabel?
Never mind.
Okay, Andrew?
I just studied this, I think. Pentheus?
Pentheus is correct. So what king of Thebes, the son of one of the Spartoi, succeeded Cadmus to the throne and was torn apart by his mother? This is Pentheus. Bonus 1, who was this mother of Pentheus who tore her son apart in a Bacchic frenzy?
Oh my god.
Oh,
This is where it starts and
I
ends.
remember reading about this.
Yeah.
Should we just guess
I don't know.
Harmonia even though we don't think it's right?
It's definitely not, but you know what? Sure.
Harmonia,
if we have another
final
guess,
answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So we were looking for agave here. But you still have bonus 2. So bonus 2, on what mountain near Thebes did this murder occur?
Etna?
Hey guys, Sure. Anyone want to guess a different mountain?
I mean, unless you have a better guess, then just go with it, I
Mount
guess.
Etna, final answer.
So we were looking for Mount Kithiron here. So I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Great job on that. There are no points, but there are bragging rights. And now we'll get on with the actual round. So here's toss-up 1 for any player on any team. Then came the ghost of the Theban, holding his golden scepter, and I recognized him and spoke to him. Those lines from Book 11 of the Odyssey describe Trisha.
This is when Odysseus makes a sacrifice and meets spirits.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll reread for the other teams. Then came the ghost of the Theban, holding his golden scepter, and I recognized him and spoke to him. These lines from Book 11 of the Odyssey describe what seer who tells Odysseus of his future wanderings? Isabel.
Olympus?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the remaining team. Then came the ghost of the Theban, holding his golden scepter, and I recognized him and spoke to him. These lines from Book 11 of the Odyssey describe what seer who tells Odysseus of his future wanderings? Sarah.
Medea?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So we were looking for Tiresias here. So no points on 1, but we still have 19 toss-ups to go. So here comes toss-up 2. Toss-up 2 for any player on any team. Responde latine. Quot sunt bis septem? Andrew.
Bis septem multiplication.
I need an answer, please.
Decem et quatuor.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Patrick?
Quaddecim.
Can you repeat your answer?
Quaddecim.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the other team. Responde latine. Quat sunt bis septem? Sarah.
Quattuor decem.
Quattuor decem is correct. Sorry, just give me 1 second here. Okay, so we'll proceed with the bony there. So bonus 1, quat sunt ter sex?
Duo de Waginti.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, duo de Waginti is correct. And bonus 2, quat sunt deciens decem? Need an answer, please.
Waginti.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So here we were looking for centum, 100. So with that, we'll move on to toss-up 3. Toss-up 3 for any player on any team. Translate into Latin, let her drink. Andrew.
Bebot.
Bebot is correct. Here's bonus 1. What use of the subjunctive is illustrated by that sentence?
It's jussive, right, guys?
Yeah, go with it.
Yeah.
Jussive, final answer.
Jussive is correct. And bonus 2, translate this sentence into English. Aemilia bibot aquam ut vivat.
So Aemilia drinks water to live.
I think it's more like
let
this.
Amelia drink. Yeah, kind of like that. That's what I was gonna say. Like let Amelia drink water to live.
You mean water?
Okay, let's use let.
Need an answer, please.
Okay, so that's let Amelia drink water to live.
Yes, that is correct. Let Amelia drink water to live. So that's 20 points on 3, and we'll go on to 4. Toss-up 4 for any player on any team. What kind of Roman magistrate, whose number grew until there were 20 in Cicero's time, had the duty of administering Rome's aerarium? Isabel.
Priest of Saturn.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Trisha?
Praetor.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the other team. What kind of Roman magistrate, whose number grew until there were 20 in Cicero's time, had the duty of administering Rome's aerarium? Sarah.
Tribune.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So we were looking for quaestor here. So we'll go on to toss-up 5, no points on 4. And we'll do the score check after 5. Toss-up 5 for any player on any team. Listen carefully to the following Latin passage that involves a lacerta, or lizard, which I will read twice. Then responde latine to the questions that follow. Ursa lacertae maximae dixit, se tres ursulos domi habere. Qui eam expectarent et quos curare deberet. Tum reversa est, et domum progressa est. Dicens lacertae, te videbo postea lacerta. I'll repeat. Ursa lacertae maximae dixit, se tres ursulos domi habere, qui eam expectarent et quos curare deberet. Tum reversa est et domum progressa est, dicens lacertae, te videbo postea lacerta. The question. Qui ursam domi expectabant? Andrew.
Ursulos.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat the question. Qui ursam domi expectabant? There are no other buzzes. I'm going to call time. So that was close, but we were looking for Ursuli. It needed to be nominative here. So no points on 5, but we'll do the score check.
After 5 questions, the score stands at California with 20 points, New York with 15 points, and Tennessee yet to score.
Yay, good job, everyone. Okay. So on to toss-up 6. Toss-up 6 for any player on any team. Which 2 of the following words are derived from the same Latin root? Present, imperfect, future, and imperative. Andrew.
Present and future.
Present and future is correct. Bonus 1. Give the ultimate Latin root and its meaning of present and future.
So that would be, should I just use the first principal part?
Sure.
Okay. Sum meaning I am.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, I'll use all 4. Sum esse fui futurus to be final answer.
Yes, that is correct. And bonus 2, give the ultimate Latin root and its meaning of imperfect.
Well, faccio facere.
Oh, yeah. Defer to
yeah.
Trisha.
Final answer, faccio facere, to make or do.
Yes, that is correct.
Nice.
So 20 on 6, and we'll move on to 7. Toss-up 7 for any player on any team. What Roman military disaster, engineered by a Cheruscan auxiliary commander, forced Augustus to abandon plans for Isabel?
The Battle of Teutoburg Forest.
The Battle of Teutoburg Forest is correct. Forced Augustus to abandon plans for extending the Roman frontier to the Elbe and to lose sleep many nights while he mourned the loss of his 3 legions. This is Teutoburg Forest. Bonus 1. Who is the head of the Cherusci who was able to lead a Roman army into difficult country and slaughter them?
I think it starts with an A, but that's not an acceptable answer. I forget it. Do you guys know?
I don't know.
Need an answer, please.
No answer.
So it does start with an A. It's Arminius. We also could have accepted Herman the German. So bonus 2. Who was the Roman commander at the Saltus Teutoburgiensis who took his own life?
It's Marcus Quintilius Varus, I believe. Yes. Marcus Quintilius Varus, final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So you were right on the Quintilius Varus, but you gave Marcus and we needed Publius. And since you gave incorrect information, I unfortunately can't accept it. So that's 15 on 7, and we'll go on to 8. So toss-up 8 for any player on any team. What king of Elis reneged on his promise to give Heracles 1/10 of his... Andrew.
Oh my god, it's slipping my brain. Gayron?
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Isabel.
Eurystheus.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the other team. What king of Elis reneged on his promise to give Heracles 1/10 of his herd of cattle after the hero cleaned the muck out of his stables? I'll repeat. What king of Elis reneged on his promise to give Heracles 1/10 of his herd of cattle after the hero cleaned the muck out of his stables? I've read the question twice, and if there are no other buzzes, I'm going to call time. So here we were looking for Algaeus. So no points on 8, but here comes toss-up 9. Toss-up 9 for any player on any team. Using the verb eubeo, say I was being ordered in Latin. Andrew.
Eubabar.
Eubabar is correct. Bonus 1. Now, using the verb eubeo, say they were being ordered.
Eubebantor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll give that answer, but just a note for team, let's be a little more calm. We don't want to make silly mistakes. Eubebantor, final answer.
Eubebantor is correct, and some sound advice too. Bonus 2. Now, using the verb eubeo, say they had been ordered.
They had
Oh.
so that's
That's
blue
perfect.
What was a third? Oh,
It's
UC.
Blue perfect.
UC errant, right?
You see her.
Okay, Andrew.
Okay. UC errant, final answer.
UC errant is correct. So 20 on 9. Awesome job. And we'll go on to 10, after which we'll have the score check at the halfway point. So toss up 10 for any player on any team. If the Latin verb used for this sentence is sunt, translate the pronoun into Latin for the sentence, how many cats? Andrew.
Whoops. So my answer would be AI.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the other teams. If the Latin verb used for this sentence is sunt, translate the pronoun into Latin for the sentence, how many cats do you have? Isabel.
Quas.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the other team. If the Latin verb used for this sentence is sunt, translate the pronoun into Latin for the sentence, how many cats do you have? Sarah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. So we were looking for Tibby here. It's called a dative of possession. So sunt Tibby, do you have? And we'll do the score check.
At the halfway point, the score stands at California with 60 points, New York with 15 points, and Tennessee with 10 points.
Awesome job, everyone. So we'll proceed with toss-up 11. Toss-up 11 for any player on any team. Who, at a banquet thrown by Tantalus, Andrew.
I should get out of my head.
Need an answer, please.
My final answer will be Tantalus's son.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Isabel.
Demeter.
Demeter is correct. Who, at a banquet thrown by Tantalus, obliviously ate a piece of Pelops' shoulder because she was still grieving the death of her daughter Persephone. That is Demeter. Bonus 1. Distraught, Demeter replaced Pelops' shoulder with a new one, made from what material?
Ivory, I believe. Are you guys in agreement? Ivory, final answer.
Ivory is correct. And bonus 2, later in his life, Pelops found his wife Hippodamia by winning what kind of race with the help of Myrtilus?
Foot race or horse race, guys?
think it's a foot race.
Foot race? Is that what you said, Benjamin?
Yeah.
Foot race, final answer.
So we're looking for chariot race here. So unfortunately, foot race is incorrect. Here comes toss-up 12 for any player on any team. Translate this sentence into English. Pueri quorum pater Mars erat, a matre relicti sunt. Trisha.
The boys whose father was Mars left their mother.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the other teams. Translate this sentence into English. Pueri quorum pater Mars erat, a matre relicti sunt. Isabel.
The boys whose father's father was Mars were left by their mother.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the other team. Translate this sentence into English. Pueri quorum pater Mars erat, a matre relicti sunt. Sarah.
The boys whose father was Mars, whose fathers were Mars, were abandoned by their mother.
Can you repeat your answer?
The boys whose father were Mars were abandoned by their mother.
Give me just 1 second.
Quick challenge as well.
So we're gonna go, all the moderators are gonna go discuss what we're going to accept, and we'll get back to you. Okay?
Do we need to hear what Andrew's question is first?
This is a note
Yeah,
on
why
the
don't we hear
challenge.
it before we go? What is it?
So this is probably the reason why the question is in doubt anyway, but father is a subject of the form of to be, and Sarah used were, which is plural, instead of was, which is singular. So I just wanted to note that.
Okay.
Oh, and also, can I add to that?
Yes.
Yeah, so the first time she gave her answer, like before you asked her to repeat, she said whose fathers were Mars. And then she changed that in her repetition to father were Mars, but like, I don't know, like still.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So that's what the moderators are gonna go discuss, because I just want to make sure that I heard everything correctly, and so that I can make the right decision. Does that make sense? Okay. Do we want to go do that?
Do you start a breakout room? Is that how you're doing that?
Yes. So I need to figure out how to do that.
Whoever is host is going to have to do that, so it might be Jenny.
Yes. Sorry, everyone. While I'm waiting on her response, how about we just go on? And then we can go from there just to keep the round moving. Okay.
You want to go on to the next toss-up?
Yeah. The next toss-up, and then because I'm not getting any response right now, so I can't make a breakout room. So I think we should keep it moving. So. Oh, wait.
Sorry, Aspen.
It's all good.
Tell me what you need. Just one?
Yes, one breakout room for the moderators. Hi, everyone. So after discussing it, we've decided not to award any of the teams any points on that question because in both California's answer and in New York's answer, we heard fathers the first time. And even though it was corrected for both teams, we can't, it has to be correct the first time you say it. And if you finish the word, it's part of your answer. So I can't take any of those answers. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to move on with the rest of the round. Okay. So we are on toss-up 13. Let me just get set up here. Great. Okay. Toss-up 13 for any player on any team. Who held 7 successive consulships? Were the Andrew.
Marius.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Patrick.
Solo.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat the question. Who held 7 successive consulships, wore the dress of a triumphator, even in the Senate?
Challenge, like interruption challenge. Isabel buzzed and you didn't recognize it, so you gave her more information than you should have.
But
He's from the same team.
Isabella's on Tennessee.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was being dumb.
Yeah, it's okay. And in the future, if you could wait until not in the middle of the question, that would be awesome. So I'll reread the question for the remaining team. Who held 7 successive consulships, wore the dress of a triumphator even in the Senate, and became censor perpetuus in 84 or 85 AD, which gave him the power to reshape the Senate as he wanted, though he relied more heavily on his concilium principis, thus exacerbating the absolutist tendencies of his father Vespasian. I'll repeat. Who held 7 successive consulships, wore the dress of a triumphator even in the Senate, and became censor perpetuus in 84 or 85 AD, which gave him the power to reshape the Senate as he wanted, though he relied more heavily on his concilium principis, thus exacerbating the absolutist tendencies of his father Vespasian. There are no other buzzes. I've read the question twice. I'm going to call time. So here the answer is Domitian. So no points on 13, but we'll go right on to 14. Here's toss-up 14 for any player on any team. Which of the following verbs does not belong because of conjugation? Audio, olquiscor, gradior, copio. Andrew.
Copio.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Trisha, or sorry, Patrick.
Audio.
Audio is correct. Bonus 1. Which of the following verbs does not belong because of conjugation? Iacto, wendo, quaso, tracto.
Benjamin, input.
It's not window or Tracto.
Right.
What?
It's not window
Need
or
an answer, please.
Quaso, final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. We were looking for wendo here. And we'll go to bonus 2. So bonus 2, which of the following verbs does not belong because of conjugation? Peto, kerno, pello, uo.
Uo, isn't it, Benjamin? Uo is first, right?
I think it's first, yeah.
Yesy, Patrick? Yes, no?
That sounds right.
Uo, final answer.
Uo is correct. So that's 15 on 14. And we'll go to toss-up 15, after which we'll have the score check. Toss-up 15 for any player on any team. Apollo put the lament, I, on the flower that sprang up after the... Isabel.
Hyacinthus.
Hyacinthus is correct on the flower that sprang up after the death of which of his lovers who was killed by a discus. That's Hyacinthus. Bonus 1. In Ovid's account, Hyacinthus perished in a tragic accident, but some writers claimed that what god of the west wind blew the discus off course?
Zephyrus, right, guys?
Yeah.
Zephyrus, final answer.
Zephyrus is correct. In yet another, bonus 2. In yet another version, what bard, the son of Philemon and the nymph Argiave, became the first man to love another man when he became infatuated with Hyacinthus?
Dude, what was his name? Acrisius, maybe? You guys know? Acrisius, final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. We're looking for Tamaris here, or Thamyris. So that's 15 on 15, and we'll go to the score check.
And after 15 questions, the score stands at California at 60 points, Tennessee at 55 points, and New York at 15 points. Great job.
Yes, good job, everyone. Okay, so let's proceed with toss-up 16. Toss-up 16 for any player on any team. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Qui dux Romanus duobus in Hispania victis Hasdrubalidibus? Andrew.
Nero.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Trisha. Or Isabel.
Scipio Africanus.
Scipio Africanus is correct. Duobus in Hispania victis Hasdrubalibus. Ad Africam vectus est ad Hannibalum demum pugnandum zamai. That is Scipio Africanus. Bonus 1. Responde aut Anglicae aut Latine. Dic mihi nomen unius e patribus Hasdrubalium a Scipione victorum.
Is it asking?
Hamilcar, maybe?
Yeah, is it asking the father of Hasdrubal?
I think so.
So that's
Need an answer, please.
Hamilcar, final answer.
Hamilcar is correct. And bonus 2. Responde Latine. Zamai qualibus copiis praerat Massinissa.
I have no idea what that means. Troops somewhere. Who led? By what troops?
Need an answer, please.
No answer.
So here we are looking for equitibus or equiis. Either would have been acceptable. So 15 on 16, and we'll go to toss-up 17. Toss-up 17 for any player on any team. Now that you are all intermediate players, you are no longer Certamen amateurs. From what Latin verb with Isabel?
Novo, to know.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Andrew?
Amo, to love.
Amo, to love is correct. From what Latin verb with what meaning do we derive amateur? Bonus 1. Give the Latin verb at the root of Certamen and its meaning.
Oh,
Latin verb.
Okay.
Certo, yeah.
Certo, to compete. Certo, certare.
Defer to Trisha.
Certo, certare, to compete.
Certo, to compete is correct. Bonus 2. Give the Latin verb at the root of deride and its meaning.
I think it's Redeo because it's
Redeo,
taking
yeah.
away the smile.
Yeah.
Redeo, meaning I smile. Final answer.
Yes, Redeo, smile is correct. So 20 on 17, awesome job. And we'll go to 18. Toss-up 18 for any player on any team. Complete the following geographical analogy. Bononia is to Bologna as Eberacum. Andrew?
York.
York is correct, as Eberacum is to York. Bonus one.
Okay.
What modern city was once called Aquincum?
That's Budapest, I think.
Okay, go with that.
Right?
Sure.
Budapest, final answer.
Budapest is correct. And bonus two. What modern city was once called Colonia Claudia Ara Agrippinensia? I'll repeat. What modern city was once called Colonia Claudia Ara Agrippinensia?
That's a mouthful. I want to call a city that.
Okay. This is
Should
like
we just call it Cologne?
the
'Cause
altar of Agrippa or something. I don't
Well,
know.
but
Should we
it's
just
a
stick
what
with
modern
Cologne,
city?
guys?
Just do we? Hey, modern city.
How does it Cologne?
Need an answer, please.
Cologne.
Yes, Cologne is correct.
How did we get that? Okay.
Okay, toss up 19, after which we'll do the score check. Toss up 19 for any player on any team. Depending on punctuation, the letters VS can mean a number of things. What is the Latin and English of VS period? Isabel.
Vide licet.
I'm sorry,
See
that's
here.
not. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, that's not correct. Trisha.
Where's this? Turn.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. I'll repeat for the remaining team. Depending on punctuation, the letters VS can mean a number of things. What's the Latin and English of VS period? I've read the question twice, and if there are no other buzzes, I'm going to call time. So here we're looking for versus against. So no points on 19, and we'll go do the score check before the final toss-up.
At one question before the end of the round, the score stands at California at 100, Tennessee at 70, and New York at 15. Great job.
Yes, good job, everyone. And so we'll finish up the round. Here comes toss-up 20. Toss-up 20 for any player on any team. When the Argonauts stopped in Mysia, whose youthful beauty led the nymphs? Isabel.
Orpheus. Final answer.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. When the Argonauts stopped in Mysia, whose youthful beauty led the nymphs? Andrew.
Hylas.
Hylas is correct. When the Argonauts stopped at Mysia, whose youthful beauty led the nymphs at the spring of Pegae to kidnap him and caused his lover Heracles to go mad. Bonus one.
Wow.
What twin Argonautic brothers convinced the Argonauts to sail on without Hylas and Heracles?
The Boreads.
Okay. The Boreads. Wait, they might ask us to prompt. The Boreads. Final answer, unless you want us to prompt.
Nope, the Boreads is acceptable. Bonus two.
Okay.
What aged Argonaut was also left behind in Mysia, where he founded the city of Chios?
Okay, I know that Heracles was left behind, but I don't think they do that.
What about Meleager's uncle?
I don't think so, but what's his name?
I don't know.
Just say
Answer, please.
Plexible.
Heracles.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. We're looking for Polyphemus.
Wait, like the Cyclops?
No, there are two Polyphemuses.
Yeah, there
I
are
forgot what the
multiple.
other one is.
And that is the end of round 2.
And at the end of the round, the final score stands at California at 115, Tennessee at 70, and New York at 15.
Yes, good job, everyone. And I'll post the link so you can check the scores in the chat. Okay. Good job, everyone. Thanks for playing.
Good job, everyone.
All right.
Okay.
Jenny wants to know how we feel about opening to advanced players.
I'm okay with it, and you're the moderator, so if you're ready, then.
Well, I'm gonna at least run to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna turn my camera and stuff off, but I'm okay if we start letting people in. But last thing I do is have to like go to the bathroom in the middle of a round. So I'll be back.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and start letting advanced in if that's okay.
Yes.
Aspen, you go with just flipping roles with Emily and taking what she was doing, and I'll keep doing the same.
Yes. So just to remind me, she was handling the challenges and messaging the timer.
That is correct.
Okay. Great.
It'll give you a little bit of a break. I need to step away for a minute as well. I'll be right back.
Okay. Feel free.
All right, so our teams for this round should be Florida, California, and North Carolina. Teams, are you still waiting on any players? So Florida's here, California's here, and North Carolina's here? Yes, okay. All right. Well, then we'll start with our pre-round checklist. So all right. All right, and everyone has relabeled themselves. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so first we'll start off with a buzzer check. Could I get everyone from Florida to buzz in? All right, everyone from California? And North Carolina? And it's just 3 of you, North Carolina? Okay. Okay. And everyone's camera, if everyone could turn their cameras on. all the players. Okay. So from this point, you can turn your camera off if you so choose. You should turn your cameras on at score checks, even if you have it off for the rest of the round. So just please keep that in mind. I'd like to remind the students that they may not have any other electronic devices or any books or notes near them. You may have with you one open, blank, unshared document or a blank piece of paper to write on during the round. My name is Emily Husino. I will be moderating this round today, and working in this room also, I'll let them introduce themselves.
Jeremy Walker from Indiana, and I'll be pasting in the bonus and doing the toss-up clearing.
Hi, my name is Aspen Lombardo, and I'll be handling challenges. So if coaches have any challenges, then you can privately message me.
Hi, I'm Nikhil. I will be your scorekeeper today.
Hi, I'm Laura. I teach in Texas, and I will be your backup scorekeeper today.
I'm Jade. I'll be your timer today. Good luck.
All right, I would like to remind the audience to please keep their cameras and microphones off, and remind the coaches that if there is a challenge or concern, to send it via private message to Aspen. We have a message that we're reading at the start of all round twos today. The moderating staff would like to give some clarification about pronunciation and spelling on non-language questions. If a student gives a questionable pronunciation, they may be asked to spell as specified in the NJCL Certamen Rule 12C. If the spelling offered by the student reasonably captures the correct answer, the moderator may accept it at his or her discretion. Similarly, if the student uses the chat to spell a word because of audio difficulties, the moderator may ask the student to pronounce the word if there is a question about acceptable spelling variations. If so, the student will be expected to pronounce the word properly. If the answer is clearly incorrect when the student first answers, the moderator has the discretion to reject the answer without having to repeat or spell. Anyone have any questions about that? Then I would like to remind all players to wait until they've been recognized in order to answer the toss-up, because the order that shows up on your screen may not be the order that's showing up on my screen. I would like to remind the audience to be quiet for the duration of the match. At the score checks after 5, 10, and 15, you are free to clap using the Zoom reactions, and you may also type encouraging words into the chat at those breaks. However, at the score break at 19, only Zoom clapping reactions can be used. Audience members may turn on their cameras and microphones at the end of the round, but not before. All right. Any questions so far? All right, let's do the Aurelia passage, which is in the chat now. All right. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tredicim ludos magnos Iovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectabant. Tandem hic equus iratus domum recurre coipit. Ehu. Does anyone have any other questions about pronunciation? No. Okay. I'd like to remind the players not to do anything that may be construed as consultation, including gestures or any verbal or electronic communication with the other players, coaches, or audience members. You may not communicate with other players in any way other than by voice in Zoom or by Zoom chat. There should be no exclamations about consultation or other rules or procedures during a question in progress. If a player has a question during a toss-up, they should raise their hands or use their voice to ask the question. I'd also like to remind coaches, players, and audience members that the moderators have discretion to make rulings during the rounds. If there's an issue, please direct it to the Certamen chair, and please be polite and respectful of our judgment. Our captains today, Florida 1, North Carolina 1, California 1. Okay. And the captains are all identified. All right. Are there any questions? All right. Have we gotten the go-ahead?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay. Then we will wait for the go-ahead. If questions come up, please feel free to ask. Otherwise,
whoever is vibrating, if they could turn that down so that it's not going off during the round, that would be super awesome.
That's my phone.
Oh, sorry, Emily.
No, the only way to get it, I can't get it to, let me see if I can get the vibrate off. I had it on silent, but yes, it's been vibrating. And it's the group messages that are coming through.
Yeah, I thought the timing was weirdly coincidental.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was audible or not. All right. I think that should do it. And if it keeps going, I'll just turn it off or something. All right. Is that the go-ahead? Yes. Okay. Well, we are good to start. So this is 2020 NJCL Certamen Advanced Division Round 2. I will read one practice question now for no points. This question does not necessarily reflect the difficulty of questions found in this tournament. Toss-up. Which of the following words cannot be plural? Audimony, capite, facultate. Florida 1, Anya.
Facultate.
Facultate is correct. Bonus 1 for Florida. The last word was munera, sorry. Bonus 1 for Florida. Which of the following words cannot be plural? Bobus, loci, nemore, saxis.
Nemore. Any?
Yeah, I think so.
Nemore, final answer.
Nemore is correct. Bonus 2. Which of the following words cannot be plural? Glos, ora, mores, dies.
Glos, right? Because it glorious, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Glos, final answer.
Glos is correct. All right. So with that over, we will start the round. Toss up 1 for all teams. In mythology, what type of object was stolen from Amintor's house by Autolycus and frightened Hector's son Astyanax? California 1, Isabel. Yes, helmet is correct. Frightened Hector's son Astyanax because of its crowning horsehair plume. Bonus 1 for California. In the Iliad, of what alloy is Hector's helmet made, like most armor and weapons in the poem?
I think it's bronze.
Yeah, probably bronze.
Bronze. Final answer.
Bronze, final answer.
Bronze is correct. Bonus 2. In Book 9 of the Aeneid, what two lovers are killed by Italians after the light reflecting off a helmet betrays them?
Oh, who read this?
Oh, it's. This is not my. Can I type in the chat without it being construed as my final answer?
Yes.
Does this sound right to you?
I need your answer, please.
Sure. Go.
Nisus and Euryalus, final answer.
Nisus and Euryalus is correct. That's 20 points on toss-up 1 for California, toss-up 2 for all teams. Translate the following sentence into Latin using a gerundive. They entered the city at night to avoid the patrols. Florida 1, Anya.
Intraverunt urbem nocte ad vitandoscus vigilos.
No, I'm sorry. California 1, Isabel. No, I'm sorry. There's no signal from North Carolina, so I will repeat the question. Translate the following sentence into Latin using a gerundive. They entered the city at night to avoid the patrols. North Carolina 2, Richard.
Intraverunt urbem nocte ad vitandos custodium.
No, I'm sorry. The first part, everyone had correct. Intraverunt urbem nocte or noctu. And then we needed either ad vitandos vigiles or vitandorum vigilium causa or gratiam. So no points on toss-up 2. Toss-up 3 for all teams. During the Empire, the offices of a praepositus ab epistulis or a praepositus ab rationibus. Florida 2, Colton.
Claudius.
No, I'm sorry. I'll restart the question for the remaining teams. During the Empire, the offices of praepositus ab epistulis or praepositus ab rationibus wielded a great deal of authority in imperial administration, but the men occupying these positions came from different walks of life. During the reign of Claudius, however, there was a preponderance of freedmen. Which freedmen held the North Carolina 1, Sophia?
Narcissus?
Narcissus is correct. Which freedmen held the position of praepositus ab epistulis? Bonus 1 for North Carolina. Which of Claudius's freedmen held the position of praepositus a studiis?
Isn't it Pallas? Ashlyn, Richard?
I would go with that.
Pallas, final answer.
No, I'm sorry, it was Polybius. Bonus 2. A freedman named Pallas held the position of praepositus a rationibus. What did this put him in charge of?
Food supply?
Yeah, that kind of sounded. I was thinking rations. Yeah.
Food supply, final answer.
No, I'm sorry, it was accounts or finances, money, something along those lines. So 10 points on toss-up 3 for North Carolina. Toss-up 4 for all teams. Give the Latin noun and its meaning at the root of the word mood. Florida 1, Anya.
Moeo, to move.
No, I'm sorry. California 2, Lauren. Answer, please.
Modo kind.
No, I'm sorry. North Carolina 1, Sophia.
Motus, meaning movement.
No, I'm sorry. It was modus, meaning mode, way, or method. So no points on toss-up 4. Toss-up 5 for all teams. De providentia, de brevitate vitae, de constantia sapientis, and de tranquillitate animi are some of California 2, Lauren.
Seneca the Younger.
Seneca the Younger is correct. These are some of the titles contained in the 12 books of Dialogi, which were written by what author from Cordoba? Bonus 1 for California. What work of Seneca the Younger consisted of 124 letters that are addressed to Lucilius?
Epistulae Morales ad Lucilium. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's
okay. Final answer. Oh, sorry. Do I have to say it again? Epistulae Morales ad Lucilium. Final answer.
Epistulae Morales ad Lucilium. Can we check into that? The answer we have here is Epistulae Morales. I'm not sure if the ad Lucilium is actually part of the title of the work. So we'll check on that. Just to make sure that that's also a correct answer. All right, bonus 2. What tragedy attributed to Seneca the Younger is the only extant fabula praetexta?
You Octavia, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Final answer, Octavia.
Octavia is correct. So that is 15 points on toss-up 5 with a pending 5 points. And our score check.
All right, so given that that first bonus was not given, we have Florida with yet to score, North Carolina with 10 points, and California with 35 points.
All right. All right, good work so far. All right, toss-up 6. Oh, sorry, Jeremy. Okay. Toss-up 6 for all teams. What king of Rome's death in a fire caused by a lightning? North Carolina, Sophia.
Tullus Hostilius.
Tullus Hostilius is correct. What king of Rome's death in a fire caused by a lightning bolt was the culmination of a reign of violent conquest that saw the destruction of Alba Longa and the brutal dismemberment of Medius Fufetius? Bonus 1 for North Carolina. Hostilius's warlike reign was an about face from the reign of what predecessor who fought no wars during his reign?
Numa Pompilius. Final answer.
Numa Pompilius is correct. Bonus 2. Who was Tullus Hostilius's grandfather who fought alongside Romulus when the Sabines invaded Rome?
Hostius Hostilius. Final answer.
Hostius Hostilius is correct. 20 points on toss-up 6 for Team North Carolina. Toss-up 7 for all teams. Which of the following pronouns cannot be reflexive? Vobis, tu, mihi, sibi. California 3, Jeffrey. Answer, yes, 2 is correct. The last one in the list was te. Bonus 1 for California. Which of the following pronouns cannot have the enclitic cum added to it? Quibus, hoc, me, vobis.
Hawk, I think.
Sure.
I think so, yeah.
Hawk, final answer.
Hoc is correct. Bonus 2. Which of the following is not an enclitic associated with pronouns? Ke, me, te, nam.
Jeffrey, do you know? No?
I don't know this one.
Okay, just guess. Say nom or something. I don't know.
Jeffrey, do you know?
Answer, please. I need your answer.
Te, final answer.
No, I'm sorry. It was meh. So 15 points on toss-up 7. Toss-up 8 for all teams. Dictator Carthaginensium. Florida 3, Annie.
Cato the Elder's De Aragonese.
Yes, that is correct. The Aragonese. Dictator Carthaginensium is a reference to Hannibal Barca that is found in what work which withheld the names of popular senators and commanders in order to focus on the collective res publica and told Roman history from the foundation of Rome and the origins of Italian cities all the way up to 152 BC. Bonus 1 for Florida. What work of Cato the Elder is the first work of Latin prose to come down to us in its entirety?
The De Re Rustica.
Yeah.
Catherine? Is that okay? The De Re Rustica, Anya.
De Re Rustica, final answer.
De Re Rustica is correct, or the De Agricultura. Bonus 2. A famous speech given by Cato the Elder in 167 BC opposed declaring war on what Greek city-state?
Is this Rhodes?
I mean, you probably have a better guess.
I think this is Rhodes.
Okay, go with Rhodes, Anya.
Rhodes, final answer.
Rhodes is correct. 20 points on toss-up 8 for Florida. Toss-up 9 for all teams. In a version found only in a lost Euripidean play, which hero, on his return to Proetus' kingdom, forcefully North Carolina 1, Sophia.
Bellerophon.
Bellerophon is correct. Forcefully removes Stenoboia from their airborne mode of transportation, Pegasus. Bonus 1 for North Carolina. In Greek, Stenoboia's name refers to her richness in what livestock, whose name is also contained within the word Bosporus?
Isn't it a cow?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
thinking cattle. Yeah.
All right. Cattle, final answer.
Cattle is correct. Bonus 2. This woman appears in Homer's account of the Bellerophon myth in Book 6 of the Iliad. By what name is she known there?
That could be a lot of people.
Yeah.
I need your answer, please.
Helen, final answer.
No, I'm sorry, it was Antea. So 15 points on toss-up 9. Toss-up 10 for all teams. Listen carefully to the following Latin passage about our hero Horatius, which I will read twice, and then responde latine to the questions which follow. The passage. Movet ferocis juvenis Horatii animum comploratio sororis in victoria tantoque gaudio publico. Stricto itaque gladio, simul verbis increpans transfigit puellam. Abi hinc cum immaturo amore ad sponsum inquit. Oblita fratrum morituorum vivique, oblita patriae. Sic eat quaecumque Romana lugebit hostem. Repeating. Movet ferocis juvenis Horatii animum comploratio sororis in victoria tantoque gaudio publico. Stricto itaque gladio, simul verbis increpans transfigit puellam. Abi hinc cum immaturo amore ad sponsum inquit, oblita fratrum mortuorum vivique, oblita patriae. Sic eat quaecumque Romana lugebit hostem. The question. Qualem amorem horat? Florida 1, Anya.
Immaturum.
Could you repeat, please?
Immaturum.
Immaturum is correct. The full question, qualem amorem horatius putavit sororem suam habere. Bonus 1 for Florida. Quorum soror oblita est.
Can you paste the passage, or can I just ask to repeat?
I guess more to
Jeremy, could you paste the passage, please? Thank you.
Fratrum mortuorum.
What did the sister?
Do we also have to answer with the we quite?
No, I don't think so.
Having forgotten the
Of who?
I need your answer, please.
Fratrum mortuorum. Final answer.
Fratrum mortuorum, yes, is one of the acceptable answers. Bonus 2. Quomodo puella mortua est.
Stricto gladius.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Or do we have to say
You
trunks?
could say the whole thing. I mean, you could just say stricto gladius similarvis. I mean, yeah, stricto gladius works. Yeah.
Stricto gladio. Final answer.
Yes, stricto gladio. We can take that. That's 20 points on toss-up 10. Before the score check, I have an update on the question. The question we had questions about, the epistulae ad Lucilium. And we checked our sources, and yes, that is an acceptable title. So we will give you credit for that bonus. So that's an extra 5 points on whatever question that was. So with that in mind, if we can get our score check.
All right, so after 10 toss-ups, I have Florida with 40 points, North Carolina with 45 points, and California with 55 points.
All right, nicely done, everyone. All right. All right, toss up 11 for all teams. Translate the motto of Virginia, Sic Semper. North Carolina 1, Sophia.
Thus always the tyrants.
Thus always to tyrants. Sic Semper Tyrannis. Bonus 1 for North Carolina. What neighboring state has the motto Scuto boni voluntatis tuae coronasti nos on its seal, along with that state's Italian motto?
What are our options?
Maryland.
Maryland. All right. Maryland, final answer.
Maryland is correct.
Thank you.
Bonus 2. Give the Latin motto of the state of North Carolina.
Yes. Esse quam videri. You can say it, Sophia.
Esse quam videri. Final answer.
Esse quam videri is correct. You should get that one right. So that is 20 points on toss-up 11 for North Carolina. Toss-up 12 for all teams. What successful admiral of the late 1st century BC built the first thermae in Rome along with 2 aqueducts? Florida 2, Colton.
Agrippa.
Agrippa is correct. Bonus 1 for Florida. What was a sudatorium designed to do?
It's like a sweat room. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
It's like
a sweat room. Final answer.
Yes, it was a sweat room, a room to induce sweating or make you sweat. Bonus 2. Palaestra is a term from Greek that came to mean a general exercise area, but originally was designed for 2 specific activities. Name one of these activities.
I don't know, like maybe running, stretching, I don't know, warming up. You could probably stretching is the best answer.
Answer, please.
Warming up.
No, I'm sorry. The answers we could accept are boxing or wrestling. So that is 15 points on toss-up 12 for Florida. Toss-up 13 for all teams. Whose followers discovered a buried horse's head in a grove? California 1, Isabel. Answer, please. No, I'm sorry. North Carolina 1, Sophia.
Aeneas.
No, I'm sorry. Florida 4, Catherine.
Dionysus.
No, I'm sorry. The full question was, whose followers discovered a buried horse's head in a grove, indicating that they should build a citadel, the Bursa, after which they bought the land that a bull's hide could encompass, thereby founding the city of Carthage. And the answer we were looking for is Dido. So no points on toss-up 13. Toss-up 14. Give an antonym of the noun latum. Florida 1, Anya.
Wita.
Wita is correct. We could also take Concordia. Bonus 1 for Florida. Give an antonym of the adjective locuples.
Pauper.
Yeah.
Pauper, final answer.
Pauper is correct. Bonus 2. Give an antonym of the verb kalo.
Maybe, isn't there like latte?
Wait, what did you say?
Latte is to. Wait,
Oh,
what did you
to
say?
hide, I guess to find.
Oh, yeah. So
Maybe to reveal.
Yeah, reveal. But
well, wait, no.
Isn't pateo to like lie open?
Your answer,
Let's
please.
lie open. Ingenio.
Ingenio. It's not on our list of answers. We will check on this. I think without having a dictionary here, I will just refer this to the other moderators and we will check on that answer. So we'll hold it for the time being and we will check on it. That is 15 points on toss-up 14 with 5 pending. And before we get into toss-up, can you all hear that background noise from my end? No, okay, then let's not worry about it. Toss-up 15 for all teams. What author explained that knowledge of acoustics for the construction of theaters, optics for lighting, medicine, Florida 3, Annie?
Vitruvius.
Vitruvius is correct. Medicine for hygiene and philosophy was an important part of an architect's education in his 10 books of De Architectura. Bonus 1 for Florida. The De Architectura was dedicated to what man who was carrying out a vast program for improving Rome's public buildings and had secured a pension for Vitruvius?
I don't remember. Colton, do you have any idea?
Vast program. I don't know. Could be like one of the Julio Claudius. Do you have any idea when Vitruvius lived?
I literally don't know that much about Vitruvius.
I need your answer, please.
I'd refer to Colton.
They've already said Agrippa. So Augustus.
Augustus is correct. Bonus 2. What author who lived in the age of Tiberius wrote an encyclopedic work that treated the 6 artes, although only his 8 books on medicine come down to us today?
Celsus?
Celsus, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Celsus.
I hear what you're saying, so I defer to Catherine.
Celsus?
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sorry.
Yes, Celsus is correct. So it is 20 points on toss-up, 15 for Florida. And our score after 15.
After 15 questions, Florida has 90 points, North Carolina has 65 points, and California has 55 points.
All right. All right. Well done, everyone. And we will move on to toss-up 16 for all teams. In 298 BC, Rome was invited to give Florida to Colton. Answer, please.
The Samnites.
No, I'm sorry. I'll restart the question for the remaining teams. In 298 BC, Rome was invited to give aid against the Samnites. Out of what area of Italy did the Romans California won Isabel? No, I'm sorry. I will restart the question for the remaining team. In 298 BC, Rome was invited to give aid against the Samnites. Out of what area of Italy did the Romans drive the Samnites? North Carolina won, Sophia.
Latium?
No, I'm sorry, it was Lucania. So no points on toss-up 16. Toss-up 17 for all teams. Give the correct form of advenio that would be used to translate this sentence into Latin. I wonder how Valerie arrived so... Florida won, Anya.
Advenerit.
Advenerit is correct. I wonder how Valerie arrived so quickly. Bonus 1 for Florida. Give the correct form of arcesso that would be used to translate this sentence into Latin. The emperor had to summon us.
By the emperor, so Arcasendi. Something?
Oh, yeah. Wait, the emperor had to.
I need your
Or
answer.
had to.
Yeah.
Arcasendi errant.
No, I'm sorry. We needed Arcasendi erramus. The errant was incorrect. The Arcasendi was correct, but the errant was not. Bonus 2. Give the correct form of lawo that would be used to translate this sentence into Latin. If only the dishes had been washed earlier.
Wait, does it do lowy or lolly? No, lolly. Oh wait, lotus. So lotiescent.
I need your answer, please.
Lotiescent.
Lotiescent is acceptable. Lauti or lawati are also correct forms. So that is 15 points on toss-up 17 for Florida, toss-up 18 for all teams. Nasty rumors that Lilius and Scipio Aemilianus were the real Florida 3, Annie. Answer, please.
Terrence.
Terrence is correct. were the real authors of his plays. Accusations of plagiarism and a charge of contaminatio were all challenges concerning the originality of what author's comedies, which include Formio, Eunuchus, and Andrea. Bonus 1 for Florida. What play of Terence was finally performed successfully on the third attempt after the first two attempts were interrupted by distractions such as tightrope walkers and gladiators?
Hikara.
Agreed, Annie.
Hikara, yeah.
Hikara, final answer.
Hikara is correct. Bonus 2. Terence's defense of contaminatio came about due to the criticism of what rival playwright who also wrote Fabulae Palliatae?
Is it Lucius Lanuvium? Wasn't that like his?
Oh no.
That was like his enemy, I think, but I don't know if that means the same thing. Yeah, just go. Catherine, do you know?
What rival playwright? So it's a person, not a play.
I need your answer, please.
I defer to Annie.
Lucius of Lanuvium.
Could you repeat that?
Lucius of Lanuvium.
Could you spell the last word?
Lanuvium.
Okay. Yes, Lucius of Lanuvium or Lanuvium is correct. I just couldn't hear that initial letter.
Sorry, that's my bad. Sorry.
Clearly, and I thought you were saying Manuvium initially. I wasn't sure what I was hearing, so.
You're good.
So that is 20 points on toss-up, or sorry, yes, on toss-up 18 for Florida, toss-up 19 for all teams. In Book 24 of the Iliad, Achilles compares Priam's grief to the sorrow of what woman who stood transfixed on the lone North Carolina 1, Sophia?
Niobe.
Niobe is correct. Who stood transfixed on the lonely peaks of Mount Sipylus after 12 of her children were killed by the gods. Bonus 1 for North Carolina. What two deities killed her children because they were angered at her words about their mother Leto?
Artemis and Apollo. Final answer.
Artemis and Apollo is correct. Bonus 2. Some writers say that 2 of Niobe's children survived, 1 boy and 1 girl. Name both of these survivors.
Any brilliant ideas, guys? I don't remember their names.
Nope. Make up 2 Greek names.
I need your answer, please.
Hylas and Merope. Final answer.
No, I'm sorry. It was Amyclus and Chloris. So our score before the final toss-up.
All right. So Florida is at 125 points, North Carolina is at 80 points, and California is at 55 points.
All right. And toss-up 20 for all teams. Complete the following analogy. Quinque is to Quintus as quindecim is Florida 1, Anya.
Quindecimus?
No, I'm sorry. California 1, Isabel. I need your answer, please. Time. And North Carolina 1, Sophia. Oh, sorry. I see it now. Yes. Isabel. Yes, Quintus Decimus. Okay. We have to. I'm going to hold it here for just a second. Sorry, we're checking on something before we move on. Okay. All right, so bonus 1 for California. Complete the following. Wait. I'm sorry, you all. We're trying to get this resolved. Jenny?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Could you put the moderators in a breakout room, please?
I believe it's still open for you, but I will double check.
How do we?
At the bottom. Yep.
Do you all see it?
I think Jeremy's already there.
Okay. Issue is resolved. California, you're bony, and I apologize for the delay. Bonus 1. Complete the following analogy. Quinque is to queenie as duodecim is to what?
This is what we specifically didn't review, right?
This is what we specifically didn't review. I was going to answer quindecimos for the first one, so that was a guess. If anyone knows this.
Wait, can you copy and paste it into?
Oh yeah, could you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Wait, we don't have it in the chat though.
It's coming into the chat. Give it a second.
Okay, I know. I'm just.
Or yeah. Here.
Should we make something up?
I think it's a duodeni.
Okay, sure.
Sounds like you know what you're talking
Your
about.
answer, please.
I defer to Lauren.
A duodeni.
Duodeni is correct. Bonus 2. Complete the following analogy. Quinque is to quinqueans as septendecim is to what?
Something deciens, I think.
Presumably, yes.
I have no idea for this one. Just say something.
Can you luckily
random.
make something up again?
No.
Septendecim.
For yeah, septem deciens. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I defer to Jeffrey.
Septem deciens.
No, I'm sorry. It's septies deciens. So 15 points on toss-up, 20 for California. And our final score.
After 20 toss-ups, Florida has 125 points, North Carolina has 80 points, and California has 70 points.
Well played round, everyone. Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of your day at Certamen. Thank you all for your patience and your behavior, good behavior today. Thank you.
Good game, everyone.
Oh, I gotta post the scores. Oh, I forgot. Oh.
Sorry about that. When I left the breakout room, I left the meeting and I had to come back.
Where are the...
Yeah, I let you in because I was like, oh, why is he in the waiting room?
I lost my link with the scores in it, the score link. Where'd it go?
They're all gone anyway.
Yeah, we posted after every round. I'm sure they know where to find it.
It's like, oh crap. Yeah. Huh.
Whoever's host can stop broadcasting, which is
Yes,
Jenny.
the host can stop broadcasting.
Let me see. I don't think I can do that.
It has to